enter mode.
Alright, hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? I hope we're all doing well. So, to start off, today I have with me Pepperminty. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, little robot
Hello.
guy.
I have the robot voice on.
Yeah, it's just a little robot guy to help with my robotics project, clearly. No, this is not robotic.
Shit.
You don't know shit. He's just here to keep me entertained after I do my very long spiel of how the fuck I got this finally moving. So as you can see,
I'm the emotional support man.
yeah, just my emotional support little guy. So, to start off, as you noticed from last time, we have it moving. That looks like shit. I had it doing it better earlier. As you can see, I've just taped the sensor and the magnet to my hand for right now. But the concept works. We've got the concept working. And shit moves. So, I'm gonna pop this off my hand for right now. Go there. I've had it on long enough. There's still a magnet on my finger. Go away. So. If I grab the magnets here. And as you can see, we also have 2 knuckles now. Which is quite the improvement over last time I streamed, which had no knuckles. So. On this, I have... So this is the Hall sensor that is used for this knuckle right here. As you can see, it kind of works. For some reason, and the problem I'm dealing with right now, is that it has a tendency to overshoot for some reason. So I get about here, and that's doing the right thing. But I get too close and it overshoots, which it wasn't doing before. So I'm gonna have to mess with my numbers. But you can see I also have this third knuckle also moving, which is done with a bit of math, which I'll show you in a minute. So we have that knuckle, but we've also been able to parse out the data so we can get the data out for this first knuckle as well, which I just have the Hall sensor for that one. Ow! Hi, Emmy! I'm gonna... Ooh, sorry, I smacked my mic.
Are we throwing things at Kaus?
Yeah, Emmy's throwing things at me. Oh god. As you can see, I have it just over on the breadboard here. And if I move the magnet in front of it, it moves! Woo! But you can see, I have the magnet... I can't move this over anymore to show you, but I have the magnet right on the sensor, and it's at its full rotation. That's what it should be doing, but that's not what it's doing. No, that's not why it's overshooting. Sorry, I had an idea of what it may have been, but I don't think that's it. Maybe that's it. We'll look at it in a second, because right now I'm going to bring up the notepad, which contains all the code that I worked on, or at least half of it. So this is the code that's in Unity right now. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Can I view? Zoom in. There we go. Now you guys can read that nice and clear. So, essentially, what this is, and I'll go line by line because I'm pretty sure, yeah. So, this is setting up our variables, which we can then, in Unity, basically be like, okay, this bone equals this variable. So, IPL stands for, oh, what's it called? Come here. The index proximal L, which is this one. Move my
What
hand
could
over.
the L stand for?
Left.
Left mo. What is that?
Anyways.
Are you flipping me off in the camera? If I look back, are you flipping me off in the camera?
No, I have no idea what you're doing.
Else.
Oh god, I didn't realize this would require braining. Yeah, sorry, we're working on a big project today. Big project. I just realized.
You can tune into my streams if you want dumb content.
Yeah,
You
okay.
come here for the smart content.
T is playing B3313 right now, which is a super awesome Mario ROM hack. Would recommend. Go check out his stuff on that. So yes. So that's what that is. And in Unity, I would bring it up, but I'm way too lazy to. You can basically assign the bones to these variables, so I've just abbreviated them for the sake of coding. This is all just opening up the port. We don't really need to care about that right now. So, here's all the interesting bits. All the interesting bits right here. But then I can't eat things at the craft person. Oh yeah, you don't have any tea. You need some throw options. Obviously.
What do you mean?
We need to be able to throw things at you.
Yeah, I'm working on it, okay?
But yes. So starting at the top, this is our received string, so this is all our data. So when I get the data out of the Arduino, which should just be this one over here. Yes. God, I have to move shit around so badly. Oh no, we're actually good. We're good. So for the data that I'm grabbing out of the Arduino over here, ow! Okay, well, ow, you killed me. I'm dead already! Man went reverby robot for a second. He is a reverby robot.
Yeah. It's not Discord
Ow.
being bad this time.
No, he is a reverby robot. That's just how he is.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do-da-ba-de-do-da. Does it sound good? Do I sound like him? Am I like my idol?
Your idol? Which one's...
Yeah, my idol. Have you not seen him?
No? Oh, wait!
Chaos, I
the
get to share
cockroach?
something. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, yeah, you do sound like your idol.
Let's go.
Okay,
I'm gonna make it big, Chaos.
yeah, you are. Back to the smart things. So, over in our Arduino code over here, so we have index 2, which is the second knuckle, which is the one on the long wires right now, coming in through analog port 0. It yeah, and that's just it reading what's coming off of that port. We also have the index L2. So by mapping it, we allow it to turn the raw data numbers, which vary from 500 to about 1,000. We're able to cut those down and turn them into between 0 and 100. The reason we want to do that is because Unity can read that as our rotation data, and basically when we go 0 to 100, it interprets it from 0 to 360. So it'll automatically convert that into its rotation data. We don't need to do anything once we tell it that, okay, we're turning 515 into our 0 and 700 is our 100. Does that make kind of sense? Most sense. And then below, the serial print is actually what's getting sent over our serial port. Our serial port is how it connects to Unity and basically is just like, hey, here's our data, have it. And then we separate each one by comma so that when we come in over here, we can do the string data, and this basically tells it to split that data along those commas. So it won't keep those commas, it'll basically be like, okay, this is where the split in the data is. We can throw that comma out and put this on a new line. And then to read them, we have this below. So right now this specific one is reading that data, so index 2 is on the data line 0. And this is telling it to turn it into a readable integer. So instead of being, instead of having decimals, it'll just round up or down to the nearest integer. That's what it's doing, so that we're not dealing with funky data. My child, Brant!
Brant!
Hi, Brant, how you doing? So that's what that's doing. So from there, that's all the Arduino code's doing, is it's basically taking these numbers, turning them into between 0 and 100, and then sending them over. That's all it's doing. So and then once we get past the integer stage, then we get into the Euler angles. The Euler angles is what's actually causing the rotation data. So what this line is... What's all these gobbly words? We're working on a thing. I'll bring it back up in a second. This is all my data.
As soon as you get into Euler angles, it's like 99.9% of people are just going to tune out.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's like the second you said Euler, it was over for you. The stream might as well be 15 minutes long.
I'm trying to dumb it down as much as possible. Basically, I'm telling it to use that data that was sent over to cause it to rotate. It's braining time. I hope you're ready. Yes, so this is all my gobbledygook code. It's surprisingly not spaghetti. It's actually quite legible. It's not spaghetti quite yet. We'll get there once we add in all 10 knuckles. But I digress. So yeah, right now all this is doing is telling it to transform along the Euler angles. The reason...
Oh, it's code!
Oh, my child, stop it. Yeah. So that's all it's doing. And if you look right below it to this one is actually that third knuckle right... So you have the tip of your finger and then the third of the knuckle. I'm just naming them 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So how
what
this
did
one...
you say? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, jeez. So instead of actually having a sensor there, because it's not needed, this is basically taking the angle that from knuckle 2, and then also the other angle, and basically mathing it out so it'll transform as well. But yeah, that's what all that is. That's the updated code, and it works surprisingly well. And then these debug logs are just for me to make sure the data is coming in correctly.
I can't believe they allowed this email elf. That's crazy. Oh, it's 1,000 bits to do that. Unfortunate.
Jeez.
Sorry, Kaus. I'm not spending $14
On what?
on sending an explosion of elf's moan emote on your screen.
Okay, that's fair.
But like, it's $14.
I think I turned that up because there's
well, it's $10, but because of Twitch tax, it's $14.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea to have.
Yeah.
But
no, that's why I turned it up to like a ridiculous amount. If you really want to do that on my stream, you have to pay $10. It's stupid. I can adjust the amount, but I won't. I digress. Ow. Stop trying to kill me while I'm doing cool shit. But
merged and broken. You're still doing stuff while your model's on the ground.
Anyways.
If I hit you with a model, I want to see you like fly back in the chair on the webcam as well. And the entire screen shake.
If you're going to spend $10 on me, there's much better ways to do it.
Yeah, also it's $14. Just donate the $14 through Streamlabs so they get like 100% of it.
Let's say I don't have Streamlabs, but I have Ko-fi, so same difference.
Same difference.
Same difference. Anyways, so coming back around to what the fuck this actually is. So this is the Hall sensor, which is a magnetic sensor, and this is the one that correlates to this knuckle. And like I said, this was the third knuckle, second knuckle, first knuckle, just as future reference. And as you can see, it moves the wrong way. But we have stuff moving. And then the one for the third knuckle is over on the breadboard, which I can't move over anymore. And it also moves.
House, what's KD?
Craft dinner.
Wait, don't! Okay, never mind. It's fine.
You could send me a pallet of KD, though. I would... What did you think it was, T?
Okay, these nuts are going in your mouth?
No, we're Canadian, you bastard.
It totally could be. It totally could be.
It totally could be, but shut up.
That was a 100% ready to go setup. I felt the fear in my bones.
Oh, I can't believe we scared you over craft dinner. I love that. But yes, that is what I've been working on, and that's how far I've gone. So we actually have movement, which is fantastic. So the issues I'm coming in with right now is, as you could see earlier, or if you were here earlier, how I have to place this is the magnet needs to go here and the sensor needs to go here, because the sensor has a very short range. I can't have it on the outside of the knuckle because it can't go that full 90 degrees. It gets about 45 before it kicks out. So putting it on the inside solves that issue. But the issue I'm having instead is, for whatever reason, and if I have this the right way, you can see we're good, or here, let me do this in a way people can actually see it. So, good, 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 and it's going too far. So this is actually reaching up into the negatives for some reason. Or if I somehow don't line it up properly, it'll overshoot and then go into the negatives. The reason this is a problem is because it makes my finger bend like that, and it's incorrect. That's why it's going into the negatives. It's overshooting and going onto the other side. That's what it's doing, because it's not pressing up against flat. It's overshooting and going onto the other side. So, how Hall sensors work is basically, right now, with no magnet near it, it's sitting at 515. I know this because I've seen the serial. Whereas if I put it over about here-ish, it'll be about... Yeah. So as I move it closer, this will go up in value. If I turn this around, so now that the other pole is facing it, it'll start to go down in value. If I do the same thing from the other side, you can see it's moving the same way. So polarity really, really matters to Hall sensors, because that's what they're measuring, is the magnetic polarity. So that's kind of where my issue lies right now, is the fact of, by putting it where I was putting it, the polarity fucks up. Let me just put it back into place. Maybe, what if I do the other side? Let's just see how that works. This poor thing is getting bent out of shape. Oh, so for context, this is a linear Hall sensor. This is not a... So it's an analog Hall sensor. It is not a digital Hall sensor. The reason we need that is because analog reads all those cute little numbers that you were seeing, whereas digital just reads yes or no. Does it detect the presence of a magnet? Whereas linear, you can actually get distance out of it. Now we're having the fun.
I hope my clicks and whatnot aren't coming up on mic.
I'm not hearing them.
Okay, so we're fine.
You're fine.
I am not playing the 3313 officer. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's got like really fucking bad brainworms right now. Like it's real bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be looking, and it'll be like midnight, and this man is still playing B3313.
Not midnight, it was like 11.
I don't think that helps your point, T.
It does. Nuh-uh.
The wiggling is concerning, yes. That's because there's other magnets in the room and whatnot. But yeah, okay. So I've set it back up here, and now you can see, good, so all the way extended, good, and we've overshot. So if I stop Unity for a second, and I pop up the serial monitor, which is not that thing. Need to actually open it. The port is not in use. What do you mean? I turned it off. I might need to close Unity. One moment. There we go. Okay, there's the serial monitor. So if I pop open the serial monitor here, you can see all those fancy numbers. So like I was saying, we now have it from 0, which is this position, to 100, which is closer. But as you watch it, you can see the issue we're having. It's not going, and you can see some negative numbers as well, which is also wrong. See, we're shooting into 160. Which is, yeah. Shooting into 160 is fine because it's still in the positive axis. So that's fixable. I'm okay with that. As long as it's in the positive axis. But it's when I go over here that starts shooting into the negative axis. As you can see, we're at negative 11. Which is entirely closed. Which is not correct. You can see as I get closer, we're about 50. So you can see the numbers are not entirely correct. So yeah, this should be about 60, 70, and then we've dropped down to 7 for some reason, which is not correct. So I've also kind of figured out why they're called Hall sensors. They're incredibly linear. So the magnet, having it on a rotation, is actually not great. They're incredibly linear. Which, I mean, kind of goes with the name linear, but as you can see, I think I've figured out why. I'll gently pull this up here. Focus. There we go. Nope, focus on my hand. On the hand, please. There we go. So the magnet is sitting right about here. That's the magnet right there. So if I push this back in place, you can see we're in line right about there. And then once we curl further, we've overshot. What if I put another magnet there? Wait, I have an idea. What if I... See, this is the point of all this. This is going to be a huge amount of back and forth and what ifs. What if I just put more magnets there? So that it always has a magnet in line. Because when I move it back more, those magnets also come out of line. So what if I just put more magnets in? Would that solve it? Maybe. It's worth a try. More magnets! Exactly! So that's kind of the issue we're working on right now, is getting that working. Because I want to get one finger working in full before moving on to the rest of them. Okay, let's see how that looks. So right now we're at 1. Let me make sure it's focused. On the hand. Focus on the hand. Focus on the hand. On the hand. There we go. Let's not focus on my hand. Come on. Come on. Whatever. We're just gonna mess with it. I bring it closer. Somehow that's made it worse. Wait. How the fuck has that made that worse? Oh yeah. No, now that's pulling that polarity much harsher. So yeah, we're getting readings of -70 to 80. Okay, well, that taught us something.
I'm glad that you can tell what's going on. I was like, let me actually look at the stream visuals to see what's going on, and then I see what I see.
You see
like,
a
oh, okay.
scrolling amount of numbers. So we're focusing on the numbers on the left-hand side. The right-hand side is this Hall sensor down here, which we're not dealing with right now, so he can live off to the side for right now.
Am I imagining this, but if you swallow 2 magnets, can they like combine inside you and kill you? Is that why you don't do that?
Yes. That is the legitimate reason why you don't want to swallow magnets, is they can get into your intestines, and if they're strong enough, they'll like click together through the walls of your intestines and cause tearing.
Right. Okay.
You have a
What if I eat enough magnets, then I can stick to walls?
At that point, just make yourself a magnet suit.
But I would have to wear the suit.
Yeah, but you wouldn't die.
I wouldn't die if I eat all negative magnets.
Dude, you're a robot.
Then they would never stick to themselves.
Oh my god. What do you mean all negative magnets? Wait a minute!
I mean all negative magnets. Isn't they're all negative?
That's not how magnets work.
Uh-uh.
I'm not gonna argue this today. Obsession with gathering
If you
every...
only eat the negative ones, it's okay.
What the fuck is a negative magnet?
It's okay. So you know how if you have like two positive magnets together, they push each other away, and a
Are you
positive
talking
and a
about the
negative,
polarity?
and a positive and a negative magnet, they connect to each other. So if you have two negative magnets, nothing happens, and if you just eat a bunch of negative magnets, then when you get to a wall, you'll stick to the wall.
Please tell me this is a bit and you know how magnetic polarity works.
As long as I only eat negative magnets, I'll be perfectly safe.
T, please tell me that this is a bit. I'm begging you, please tell me this is a bit!
But if I say it's a bit, then it won't be funny anymore.
Okay, it's a bit, thank God. If you did not know how magnetic polarity worked, I would be smacking you. And also your science teachers.
I mean, it's Texas science teachers, so who knows?
Yeah, you got me there. Okay, so. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that specific thing right now, but we'll work on it. What else is on the list to do that I can talk about? Multiplexing. So, because, if you can see, and this is on most Arduinos, these are all our analog ports over here, A0 to A5, so we have 6 of them. There's usually more digital ports, that's quite common. There's about 13 of them. But we need the analog ports because we're using analog sensors. Makes sense. The problem is, as you can probably already see, there are 6 ports and I need about 10 sensors, if not more. No, I need more than 10 sensors. I need about 20 sensors, that's it. I need 10 sensors per hand. So, another thing that we'll eventually have to do, I need to do a lot more research on how to do it, I don't know how to do it yet, is multiplexing. So what multiplexing is, I should almost have a whiteboard up on stream, but that's okay. Oh wait, I have hands! Where's a pen? I might have to go grab a pen or something. Like pen and paper. Why do I have none of it?
What other kind of pin would it be?
Huh?
Never mind.
Ouch. I don't trust you and your words, funny man.
You said a pin, like a pen and paper, and I was like, what other kind of pin? Question mark.
Well, I need a pen or a pencil. This one? Why do none of these have actual graphite in them? Come on, none of you have graphite. How do none of you have graphite in you? What? What? Where's the pencil I keep on my desk? Dude, I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to be right back to entertain the masses. I don't know.
Man, I wish I could share my screen to the masses. And Cass is already gone. That is no longer a possibility. Hello, masses. What's going on? I am, as we speak... Streamer brain was so strong you forgot about physical objects. Yeah. Why is Cass... I'm not going to comment on what Cass's model is going through right now. It's like an Alvin and the Chipmunks who's getting the best head kind of situation going on in the corner. But I am currently, I have like an emulator open on one window and a flowchart open in the other. And I'm creating, it's fine, they're just napping. I think that's like a forever nap.
What?
Your model was doing some, I said that, what I called it Alvin and the Chipmunk who's getting the best head stuff in the corner.
Oh, jeez. As you were saying, Pete.
What do you mean, as I was saying?
You were saying something. That's not did I move the chip? Where did I put it?
Yeah, and then Imarant said they're napping, and I think that was the forever nap that was going on.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that.
So I need chip. This isn't the chip. Where did I put it? Oh, I took it out of the bag, goddammit. Why would I take it out of the bag? Oh, I put it in the wrong bag. That's why I put it. I love how streamer brain was so strong you forgot about physical objects. Yeah, just a little bit. Zoom in closer. There you go. So, this is our chip. And I know you can do it with this chip. You can't read any of the numbers on it, but it is a 74HC595N. That means fuck all to any of you. But anyways, so essentially with this chip, on one side we can have all of our inputs. So these are all of our Hall sensors. And how it works is basically this chip has a clock in it, and it'll be like, okay, we're going to read the data off line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. And then it'll repeat. And then it'll read the data off line 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And so once it gets... So it'll send that data back over on this side somewhere. So it'll come back to the Arduino. And from the Arduino we can, in the program we can basically say, okay, so data read first is the one off of this first line. Data read second is coming off the second line. So it'll cluck and essentially use bits to allow us to have way more sensor inputs in comparison. I hope that makes some form of sense. My paper is so fucking bright you can't see shit. Oh my god. Anyways. Zoom out further.
Oh my god, you're so right.
It's real bad. It is real bad.
I tabbed in and got flashbanged.
Yeah, it's
Can you
real
turn
bad.
your paper on dark mode, please?
No! Here, I'll take it away.
If you have a fancy camera, turn on dark mode.
That's not how that works.
It is. You've never heard of inverted colors?
I don't know how to
We
turn
have this
on
technology.
Oh my god. I don't know how to turn on the inverted colors, and it wouldn't help because you could barely see it anyways.
Camera, turn paper into dark mode.
But yeah. So, that is what multiplexing is. And there's a few other ways you can do multiplexing as well. We're not going to worry about that. We're probably going to use that chip and hopefully be able to do it that way. We won't be doing that today because I'm not too worried about it. It can be done later once we're actually implementing all the sensors. Ugh, using light mode paper? Come on, where's your style? Do I need black construction paper for y'all for when I explain things? Just black construction paper and a white gel pen.
You could pull a Khan Academy and do like a virtual whiteboard.
You know, one day when I actually get it set up. But that is, I think, all the updates I have. And where we're planning on going with it next. Let me look at my document. Oh yeah, there's also the fact of how I'm going to attach it to the gloves. That I'm going to do a bit later because attaching it to the gloves, I need to try and get those numbers to work properly because that affects the positioning. And then I need to figure out how the fuck I'm actually calibrating these things because not all Hall sensors are going to read the exact same numbers. They will be a little bit off from each other. I can get some rough estimates, but they will need to all be personally calibrated. Which is a whole other thing. And then I also need to look into how to do the VMC sends. That is dead last. That is the last thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to try to get them work. And then I'm going to worry about how I'm actually sending it over the VMC protocol. But yeah, so what we're actually going to be working on for now, because I've went over the entire explanation of everything I've done up to this point, is we need to figure out how the fuck to not overshoot the Hall sensor. Papermate has some really nice new vibrant gel pens. Ooh, I bet. I love gel pens. They're great. So, the reason we're overshooting the Hall sensor is because we can't keep it linear. Maybe if I place it there and the magnets right around the center?
By the way, as a heads up, I'll be off in about half an hour's time.
Sounds good. My emotional support robot will be leaving me. I'll cry.
We're using Unity, you're gonna cry anyways.
Shut up, that's really funny because you're correct. So I'm gonna bring back up the serial monitor here, because it is just the easiest way for me to tell what the fuck it's doing. So I think if we get the placement right, maybe... Do I need new... Nope, we're good. Okay. I know for a fact I'm not going to be bending my fingers all the way down in these gloves. Like, it's not going to be a thing. But that's fine. They'll bend a little bit better when I'm not using as thick or stiff of materials. So finding about center here. What if I put it there? We're getting... I think we're getting negatives because I have the opposite polarity. Yeah, we're getting negatives because I have the opposite polarity. But maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. Wait. Maybe I have solved my problem. Welcome to I'm taping shit to myself. This is how prototyping goes. Where'd it go? Oh, there they are. This is exactly how prototyping goes. So I need that side up. So right now, we're getting readings of... I want to place it right at the edge of the glove. No, I had it working. It's because the magnets are sideways. Is there a better way to do this? Probably. Am I doing it? No. So that gets us a value of 190. Okay. So I'm gonna pop up Unity again here. I'm gonna move my hand closer so that I can make a note for later roughly where that sensor is gonna sit. Focus. So it's gonna sit right around there probably. If I make a note of that for myself for later, that'll be helpful? Probably. Hopefully. God, I hope. Okay, well, center there. You know, it's bending the wrong way, but maybe? Oh. Hey, that works! Wait, that works pretty great, actually.
Congratulations.
Look at that! So I have the numbers too
actually-
high, but
Oh,
that works fantastically.
nice.
So, I am going to make a visual note of this is where we want the sensors to lie. Come on, focus camera. So we want it to sit in the middle of the knuckle and there. Now, we come into the next issue is where is the next set going? Probably same sort of situation, because if that sits there, we're gonna pretend that this is the upper knuckle. Or not the upper, the first knuckle. Because, or actually wait, we don't have to pretend. I could just unhook things. Okay. So I need to swap these. Put that one into A1. That one into A0. Plug back in my ground. Because I accidentally unplugged it. Okay, nothing sticks to these gloves. I might take it off. Okay, I'm taking off my glove. Bare hands! Oh no! I'm so scandalous. Getting naked over here. Okay, off it comes.
Can't believe Cal's posted hand on Twitch.
So I want this side up. There we go. I need medical tape. That's what I need for prototyping. Is that like medical tape that sticks to the body properly? So if I bring this over, where can I find that'll sit nicely? I have it going the wrong way. Maybe I have the clarity wrong. So I think this one actually needs to be at that 45. Because if I bend my hand, you see that the knuckle never really actually touches the hand? Like this one actually touches, but this one does not. It comes to that like 90 there. I just realized the hand motion I'm making. Anyways, it comes to like that 90-ish, even the back ones. So I think if I do like that, so right now the finger will be going in the opposite direction. That is because I have the inputs wrong right now, but that's completely fine. I'm gonna flip those inputs around in the Arduino. So instead of going 100 to 0, we go 0 to 100, and that should fix it. Upload. Kind of. Now for the hard part, playing around with all the placements. So I have my finger in this position. Place it so that it's reading the highest possible value. There we go. It's a little bit clicky, as I'll call it. There's some places in between that doesn't exactly work. But I think, as a concept, it's good. Look at that! We have
Nice.
proper movement for both knuckles. And just to double check something, because we know where we're going to place the other Hall sensor, I just want to make sure this Hall sensor doesn't get too interfered with that other magnet. A little bit, but it's not too bad actually. It should be just fine. I should be able to calibrate it to accommodate for that. So if that's there, that's there. I grab some more magnets here. This goes in the center of this one. This sensor should be a little bit lower. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't get interfered too bad. Cool. Okay, so we have the placements. I'm gonna hold this up to the camera for a mental note. So, for knuckle 2, and then knuckle 1 has this tilted on about a 45, and it comes up to meet it. Doesn't help the hand is very squishy. So yeah, right around there-ish. Okay, so with that in mind, we might actually do some soldering today.
Ooh, House on Fire stream?
No, I'm not gonna... No!
Why not?
I know how to use a soldering iron.
Okay, and? That means you know how to burn your house down with it.
I've already used a soldering iron, I'm fine. So...
Have you tried tasting the solder?
No!
It's a nice tasty treat. Straight from the
No.
source.
There's a reason I get the leadless solder.
Right, so you can eat it and not be ingesting lead.
Oh my god. So, I'm gonna pop Unity off the screen here for a sec. And we have a nice new roll of solder. This, pop my glove back on. So, what we'll be making here is essentially setting up that... There I am. Where did I go? We're essentially going to be making up that first little circuit for along the finger. I'm going to leave the wires a little bit long so I can kind of shove them around, and it's just going to be the prototype essentially. But we're going to make that first circuit for this finger. So then when I go to model the test placements, I'll have something to put in there, essentially. So I don't have to deal with a whole schwack ton of wires anymore. Because that's about all I can really do at the moment. Unless we move into learning how to do multiplexing, which I don't want to do. Is this one flex core? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I need... Do I want to use this soldering iron or the new soldering iron? I want to use the new soldering iron. I can choose to be a bit fancy. What's going on in this box? Oh, there's actual more solder in here. I think this one has lead.
Oh, it's enough for a treat.
I'm pretty sure this one is leaded solder, so I'm gonna put it back in the box. Ooh, it comes with flux paste. Sorry.
That's kind of like toothpaste, if you think about it.
No, it's flux.
And the way that you can put it in your mouth.
Well, it's not toxic.
Right, which means it's good to eat.
No, it's not. Okay. I'm gonna put some water on here. I am so weird for getting excited over flux paste, of all things. Do I want this tip or the thinner tip? No, this one should do. And again, kids, be careful. Don't try this at home unless you know what the fuck you're doing. Which I know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm not gonna tell people to eat solder.
Do not eat solder.
It sure would be a shame if someone threw something at Kaus while they were soldering whatever they're doing.
Oh my god. You're gonna do that now, aren't you?
I would never do that to my friend Kaus. My alt account, KausSucks98, however.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna find electrical bar over here. Why do I keep jumping out of frame? What's with that today? I don't know. Okay, come here. There it is.
Ad time, woo!
Woo! We can have ads while the soldering iron heats up. Okay, so what did the manual recommend? Set desired temperature. Upon first use of soldering iron, set temperature to 482 or 250. Let me make sure. Set it to 250. When soldering is just enough to melt solder, coat soldering iron to later solder. Then increase temperature. Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty normal actually, because it's a nice new tip. I like the digital display on this one. You can barely see that. But it's actually telling me what temperature it currently is. It feels nice in the hand. It's very, very nice. Okay, while that's doing that, I'm going to safely put that off to the side. And grab our wire here. So, we are going to need wire corresponding to ground, data, and voltage. And because we have 6 colors in the box and I have 5 fingers, I'm planning on switching up what colors come out of the data, because then I'll just have colors coming out, which will be fun. Okay, but for right now, because this is a test one, it doesn't really matter. We can just choose whatever. I think there was a lot of yep left in the box. Let's do... And I want it long enough that I don't deal with it. Yellow. Oh jeez.
I sent you a DM.
Oh god. Give me a sec. Yellow. Green, and let's do blue for fun. Okay, there we go. Oh, what did T send me? In the warehouse, straight up forking it, and by it, haha, well, let's just say my pellets. Amazing, thank you. That is a gift.
I love those kinds of posts.
They're so good.
I know it's just copy paste, but any like in the blank, straight up blank, and by blank I mean blank. It's perfect. It's an incredible
perfect.
format.
Okay, so time to start prepping the wires. I need about that much. So, I'm going to strip the ends of the wires, and then I'm also going to strip part of the middle. Oh, I need another data wire. I need 2 of them. I only have 1. I'll grab it in a minute. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to be doing it for the ground and the voltage wires. That is because we can daisy chain these wires, so we don't need inherently separate wires for them. And I'm gonna grab another wire here in a moment, because all the data wires can't be daisy chained, while your power and your voltage can. It's like LEDs. All of them can be daisy chained together, but something that actually extrudes data, if you try and daisy chain the data together, things start getting fucky. Because then all your data is trying to come through one line, and that's not how that works. I just realized I'm doing like everything off screen. I apologize. I'm such a good
How dare
streamer,
you.
guys. I'm just so good that I forget to be in frame. Like 90% of the time. Also going to strip the other end of these, and then I'll solder all these little wires together to allow it to plug into the breadboard, hopefully. And if it doesn't want to plug into the breadboard, I'm going to get a socket for it. Okay, and then I need the other data wire. There it is. It's like, where did I put all my wires? There we go. And the wires just need both ends. The data wires just need both ends stripped. Hey look guys, I'm stripping again on stream.
How dare you?
Okay. So, we are going to coat the tip.
First you strip and then you coat the tip.
Yeah, I'm so good at my job. Okay, that does not want to melt, so I'm gonna have to turn up the temp. Turn up the heat, guys! Let's do 290? This thing moves quickly. What is your operating temp? One moment. Where's the packaging? Here it is. Yeah, this one should be 214, so 250 should work. Because the operating temp of this one should be 214 to 234. Might just be taking a while. Brother called your new bird plushie useless? What? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, there it goes.
Kill him.
I agree with T. Kill him.
God, Kels, fucking this Romac is gonna kill me.
What?
I'm gonna have an aneurysm, Kels.
I mean, that tracks.
How caught up are you? Probably not, right?
In
You haven't had much
B3313?
time. Yeah.
I'm caught up as in all the stuff you did today.
Right. So do you remember when I went into an area that was mostly like Peach's castle, and then when I jumped into painting, everything went black for like 30 seconds before it goes back to normal?
Oh, when Peach was calling out, Mario!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing like some charting to try. I'm like making a map. Turns out that area is gigantic.
Really?
Like by easily the biggest area in the entire game from the looks of it.
Oh, fuck.
And like I'm just going around and trying not to spoil things for myself, and it's just like never ending. I think this is probably an area that is like towards the end of the game.
I wish you luck, T.
It feels in a lot of ways like the culmination of everything you've learned.
Hmm. A small blue and got little Pete? Oh! I love the bird plush. I love the two conversations we have. We have adorable bird plush and T losing his goddamn mind.
See, and I don't even know what doing that thing with the painting does. It has to do something.
Hmm.
Like maybe you can find Peach if you go through the right line. You can find her.
Possibly.
That sounds about right. There was a room that you didn't see it. It was in my second or third stream, where there was like a ghost version of Peach that would call out your name, and you'd have to chase her.
No, I didn't see that
And
one.
I don't think I ever got to the end of that area, and I haven't found it in a long time. Oh my, this area is still going, cows.
Oh my god.
Okay, and this connects to here.
Come now. Oh, I hate soldering. I hate and love soldering. I mostly hate it. It's really neat, but like, actually getting the solder to melt is a pain.
Okay, I need to turn off my game. It's too late for this. Another scary thing just happened out of nowhere, and it genuinely freaked me out. I need to stop.
Are you okay? Do you
This
need
game
a
is
parent?
messing with me. I'm actually having a creepypasta experience in this game, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh god, what does like the supporting friend do? It's all a game, dude, you're fine!
Yeah, and then you die, and Mario kills you in your sleep, I'm pretty sure is how that works out for you.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you die, I get your channel, right?
Well, unfortunately, it's written down in the script that you die first, and I get the
Fuck!
channel.
Well, I've never played the game, how am I going to die?
It's, dude, you've never read Larry, that's how it works. The friend is like, dude, you're stinky and stupid. Evil Sonic isn't real. And then they get Evil Sonic to death that night.
Oh, that's right! Never mind.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. T's gonna get possessed by fucking Mario and then kill me.
I'm gonna speed kick to your house.
Yep. Just triple jump into space. There we go. Okay. See if I can get it here. Magic mumbo jumbo. Yeah, exactly. Would you melt? I don't know why, but it's just not melting. Ugh. Soldering, the bane of my existence.
I think tomorrow's stream is gonna open up with exploring that area.
Ooh. To me, every time I try to solve something right, it's like, do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Melt, damn you. It's just not melting. I don't know why. like it's hot. It's not melting. I have the proper type of solder this time. You know what? Let's try the other solder.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
I'm gonna send you a very cool Amazon listing.
No, no.
It's not an Amazon listing. It's a Kate Spade listing.
The handbags?
Yeah.
It's so cute! It's just a little guy! Oh wait, Amaranth sent me the bird. He's so cute! Oh, they're very cute. Both of them are adorable. Ow! Ow!
Is that an entire truck?
Probably. I know there's a truck in there somewhere.
2 trucks?
Having sex?
See, I didn't say it. If only I used the no curse redeem.
Sex isn't a curse.
But it can be. It's dangerous territory. If you said it in front of in a church, it would be a curse.
What church has sex as a curse?
Oh yeah, you live in Canada and I live in Texas. I forgot.
Yeah, that
there
would do
are
it.
differences.
Do I have the temp too high? Maybe. Yeah, you live in...
I forget that Texas churches aren't every church.
Yeah, not like ultra religious. Yeah, no, why is this just not working?
And then let me send you a screenshot of what I did. That's the expanded upon list.
Oh, good lord, that is a flow sheet and a half.
The furthest most down one isn't even a door or anything. It's you have to push a bookshelf out of the way.
Oh, jeez.
And you learn about it as like a shortcut that you can do.
Okay, I just did not have my iron near hot enough, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna burn myself before I burn the house down.
I might have found a new stream game after B2313.
What is that?
It's like if it looks like if aliens made a video game.
Looks fascinating. Entirely off screen, sorry. There we go.
You love the Kaus wallpaper engine.
This wallpaper engine. Okay, so what I'm going to grab here now is move this out of the way. I'm going to safely place this down because it's still hot. I'm going to grab not that hall sensor because I want to keep it on the board. Where's the rest of my hall sensors? They're there. So I need 2 hall sensors. So let's start with the data pin, which is the first pin here. I do believe. Should be purple, which is this first pin. Place this in its holster, and let's bring it over here. And there we go, soldered in place. Are these good solders? Absolutely not. These are very bad solders, actually. I need a different type of wire, but I'm not going to go out and buy a different type of wire right now. Ooh, that's my leg that hurts now.
Okay. I have to head off.
Yeah. Have a good night, T. Thank you for joining me.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I need the other side here. Solder. And solder the two pieces together. So I'm gonna hold this with this. There we go. So what I'm doing here is with the solder, I'm essentially soldering all the ends of the wires together so that they're easier to manage. There we go. Then we grab the second one here. Display out the pins again. And put some solder on these pins just to help it stick. Throw the hall monitor in my lap, because why not? And I'd be attaching it to this first pin here. There we go. Now, essentially, when ooh, sorry. Going to kind of interweave this one in between these wires here. And do the same with the other one. Before soldering it all into place. Okay, far from perfect, but we'll see if it works. Just get this one back in place. Doing my keyboard was much easier. Goodness me. Okay, that'll do. Now, the problem is we have now is the fact that these don't inherently fit in the breadboard. But you know what does? These things. These should fit in the breadboard. I should be able to get the wires into these. Theoretically. I'm hoping at least. I can't remember the name of these connectors, but oh yes, they do fit in the breadboard. Perfect. So, how do I want to do this? Because I can place one connector into the breadboard and then the other connectors. Okay. So, let's grab a 2 connector and another 2 connector? Or do I just want to grab a 4? Yeah, this is a prototype one, so let's grab a 4. And some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This I'm going to turn off and let cool down. Grab one of the wires here. So how this works is I slip this onto the wire. I crimp it into place. And then this gets slid into here. Obviously did not crimp that correctly. To get the wire all the way down in. this gets... all slid into here. At least I think I did that properly. A moment, let me grab myself an example. Oh, there it is. Looks roughly correct. I don't know. Oh, a pin should be able to slide in there. Correct. Okay, cool. We've one on out of 4. It's a good thing I'm getting practice on these now, because I was thinking of using them for the final version so that I could easily or easier flip things out and whatnot. I hate wires like this so much. I'm getting improper solid copper wire. At least a solid wire when I do this next. I hate the stringy wires. I am very much doing this off camera, I apologize. I just want to get done so I can test it. Alright, and last one. massive wires. I'm doing really bad for being a proper streamer tonight, but that's okay. We'll finish up soon. I don't hate these crimpy things, I hate this wire so much. Like, really badly. I don't like this wire. Okay, there we go. Now, on the breadboard here, we are going to pop out these two sensors. You can always retrieve them later. So, the two sensor wires, place them off to the side. Along with the ground and the voltage. I've already forgotten which one's supposed to be... Oh wait. The middle one is our ground. Okay. So then I take this. Then I take the one it plugs into, which would be 1, 2, 5. This one. I'm just gonna pop it on. Okay, cool. And then this plugs into the breadboard. Kind of. Yeah, there we go. Now it's secure. So, the one that is connected to the middle is the blues, and that one is our ground wire, which is this red one. The yellow wire then is our voltage. And then next up we have data and data. Okay. Now, in theory, if I bring up this, we'll be getting readings. Excellent. We are getting readings, which is good. Just making sure everything's on the correct pins. The answer is yes. And the answer is no down here. So this one, oops, should go into this one, and this one should be in here. Let's try one more time. Let's plug that in properly. So, our ground is on blue. Then we have one data line. our voltage. And then our next data line. Okay. Those are definitely numbers. The correct ones, I'm not so sure. Well, let me make sure everything's okay and not shorting each other. So far, so good. I don't know why we're getting negatives on one, but I'll figure that out in a moment. And I'll know they're correct if they react to the magnets. The answer is this one is not reacting to magnets. This one is reacting to magnets. And it's reacting correctly. Okay, so we got one proper. This one. Is not reacting proper. Why does it have -4 all of a sudden? Why is it not reacting proper? Well, we got one of two, so. The theory works on it. I just fucked something up somewhere, obviously. But, you know what? We'll deal with it later. For now, I need to plan to get some thinner wire, because this shit's too thick. It'll be useful later when it needs to come down the arm, but right now, it's not useful to me, because it's way too thick. But we do have a component that we can test with, so that's always good. Again, the theory works, so we'll deal with the consequences. But yeah, I think that might be our stopping point for today. Oh, I realized you didn't get to see the serial up on screen. Here, actually, I'll pop it up again. So, essentially, this bottom one works correctly and is reacting to the magnets correct. As you can see, this top one doesn't react at all. And for some reason it stopped working. But I digress. I'll probably just knock something out of place. I need some different wires, obviously, to actually make this work. But the concept works. So we'll take that and do with that as one will. I've completely annihilated my desk again. I just cleaned it for the stream. But yeah, so we've learned a lot. I'm gonna unplug this and we'll set this whole assembly off to the side for now. I have remembered my hatred for soldering. So, that's always good. Yep, that's cool enough. I do like this new soldering iron, though. It's cool enough, so I'm gonna put it away. And then this is gonna be left on my desk for the sponge to dry out. Okay, cool. So, where we're at now is I need to start planning what I'm going to do with the gloves, and I need to start planning the multiplexing and learning how to do that. So we have a few things ahead. I probably won't end up doing that on stream because, you know, boring as sin to watch me just learn things. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm gonna do a quick check to see if there's anybody we want to raid into. Who is up and at 'em? No one. Okay. So we're just gonna end stream tonight. Thank you all again for popping by. And yeah, I will see you all whenever I end up seeing you next. Probably Friday, maybe, hopefully. Anyways, have a good night, everyone!